Hi, my name is Dr. Pamela Weber, and today I want to talk about biologics, biosimilars, and generics for the treatment of retinal disease. So what is a biologic? A biologic is a genetically engineered protein derived from human genes. They are expressed in a cell line that are being asked to produce a larger protein. A gene sequence is identified, then inserted into a cell in an animal, and this acts as a protein factory. The protein is humanized through a cleaning process to create a safe product. It takes a long time, 10 to 15 years, and about $1.2 to $5 billion to create one biologic. So what is a biosimilar? A biosimilar is a version of a brand name biologic, and they may offer more affordable treatment options to the patients. They need to be reverse engineered, and they are a little different from a biologic, but only in areas that don't change the desired effectiveness. So let's talk about the regulatory pathways of biologics versus biosimilars. And what's interesting is a biologic is a new invention, so it takes a lot of clinical studies, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, to get approved. So a lot of money goes into the clinical studies. That's what makes them so expensive. On the other hand, biosimilars, we already know what the drug is, we know it's effective, we know it works. So the clinical studies are minimal, and so that's why we save money when these biosimilars are created. What is a generic? Generic drops are usually synthesized from chemicals, whereas biologics and biosimilars are manufactured from living organisms. When a patent on a brand name drug expires, a similar chemical compound can be marketed. Generics are usually smaller molecules while biologics and biosimilars are larger. Generics are commonly used for topical medications to treat a whole slew of diseases, including glaucoma, infections, inflammations, and dry eye. There can be huge cost savings to the patients, and they are usually well tolerated and safe, but the patients need to be monitored when started on one. So what biologics are we presently using? You may be familiar with these, and you may have received these injections. Macugen was the first one, then Avastin, followed by Lucentis, Eylea, Beovu, and Vabysmo is our newest biologic to treat retinal disease. So what are biosimilars? And why biosimilars? Well, they may help to curtail rising medical costs. It's speculated that between 2020 and 2024, the U.S. healthcare system could save $100 billion by using biosimilars. They may make treatment available to underinsured individuals. All FDA-approved biosimilars undergo a rigorous evaluation so that doctors and patients can be confident that they are safe and effective, and these are quality products. So what is available now? Bioviz, ranibizumab, Nuna, was the first one to get FDA approval, and that occurred recently on September of 21. So this is very new to the retina specialists. It's very similar to Lucentis 0.5. It has comparable safety and efficacy to Lucentis. It's manufactured by Biogen. It is approved for wet AMD, which is neovascular AMD, diabetic macular edema, proliferative diabetic retinopathy, retinal edema associated with vein occlusion, and choroidal neovascularization associated with myopia. The second one that got FDA approval is similarly ranibizumab, EQRN, and there's two doses that are approved, 0.5 milligrams and 0.3. And these are similar to Lucentis 0.5 and Lucentis 0.3. It is manufactured by Coherus. It was approved by the FDA on 8/2/22, so very, very new, for wet neovascular AMD, diabetic macular edema, proliferative diabetic retinopathy, retinal edema associated with vein occlusion, and choroidal vascularization associated with myopia. So many applications. The efficacy and safety were studied in multi-center studies involving centers in the U.S. and Europe. So in conclusion, biologic use is expanding rapidly in retina and rapidly in medicine. They are very effective, and they've allowed us to save many, many eyes, but they are costly. Biosimilars are safe and effective. They increase access to potential sight-saving treatment and potentially lower medical costs. Generics can also be very beneficial to many patients in reducing the cost of chronic treatment with eye drops. They are effective in most patients. Thank you.